Welcome to the Yukon in North 61. So, I've got my Leopold back from Korth Industries. The great thing about Leopold is I sent them a scope that was 12, 15 years old. Finally, after a lot of heavy kicking rifles, they developed a rattle, and they just got me a new scope. Pretty good service. So today I'm going to try 350 grain and 300 grain bullets. The thing about this 458 Winchester is it kicks like crazy, especially from the bench. So can I get bison-worthy ballistics with lighter, good quality bullets at higher speeds? So I'm just starting this development. We'll see how it goes today.
One of them is these 300 grain TSX bullets, which, there it is. You can get that baby up to over 2,800 feet per second in that rifle. 300 grains. And I'm not sure they still make those. They're not listed. And the 350 grain, and they still make these. Although today, I don't know where you find them, because it's really hard to find these bullets. And these you can get to 2,600 feet per second.
350 grain TSX bullets. I couldn't find any loads for this on with the Barnes book, so I just went down to the starting load with a copper core bullet, copper lead bullet. Oh, we'll see how fast this is going. 2501. And then let's try the 300 grain bullets. This time I've flipped to H4198. So let's see what the speed is on this guy. 2637. 300 Barnes at 2600. And we'll see how they go. So much easier to shoot. This is like shooting a 358 Norma. And that's a 300 Barnes TSX bullet that they no longer make, and I've only got about 35 of them left. So I've got room. That's at over 2,600 feet per second. I got room to speed that up. According to the Hodgson book, you can get them up to 28. So this is a very mild load, but it's very easy to shoot. So that's an inch and a quarter. First load with the 300 TSX. H4198 with a 2.5 power scope. What could be better than that? You can't shoot much better than that with a 2.5 power scope. That's awesome. And that's 4.5 inches high. The 350 should shoot just a little lower. So I'm gonna shoot the 350s at the same target here and see what happens. I'll take it down 2 inches and then try the 350. So I was 4.5 inches high. That should take me 2.5 inches high. So, and these are 1/4 inch clicks, surprisingly. So these are the 350 grain TSXs, which are still available with H322. And this again is a starting load that got me to 2,500 feet per second. So I would only be able to get up to 26. So I'm glad I went on the low end of the spectrum, because these bullets are a little longer. They're a little more pressure usually than a lead and copper. So I started with a fairly mild load. So at 2,500, that's right in the area where I want to be. Just as importantly, let's see if we've got a useful reduction of recoil. This bullet, I think, would be a very, very good bison bullet. There's guys on the Alaska forum who have used this with Cape Buffalo with good results. So I'm quite hopeful that this is going to be a good load. but you never know. More recoil. Still way better than the 500 grain bullets. Like you can definitely tell. And again, no pressure at all. That just slips right out of there, surprisingly. And that really is the upper limit of me wanting to shoot something from the bench. The 400s tip just over, the 500 tips quite a bit over. When I had the BSA rifle, I actually built a stand-up bench where I could stand up, and when you stand up, you can take the recoil a lot better. Here I'm bent over, and you don't give with the recoil. So shooting from a bench is more recoil than you'll ever take in the field unless you want to shoot from prone. But those 300s are so much easier to shoot. And they still have pretty good ballistics. So I might have to try to find some of those. Okay, that's just over an inch. And I took this down 1, 2, so the 300s, when they shoot here, these guys will shoot just a little high. So that's really useful. You could load both of those up and use both of them. One of them is going to be about 2 inches higher than the other, and they're both probably around MOA, because that's a little 2.5 power scope. That gun just shoots those TSX bullets like it was built for them. How fun! And the recoil is usable. Like, unlike the 500 and 510 grain bullets where you'd have to be standing or sitting, otherwise I wouldn't want to shoot them prone too much. I wouldn't get killed, but it's not pleasant. And of course, when you're shooting a game, you never notice because you're so focused in. But that turns that into a much more fun rifle to shoot. So I'm really excited. And those 350 grain bullets are totally useful. So I will move, it's shooting to the left by about an inch. I'll move an inch right, and I'm sighted in. 2 inches high with the 300s, and about a half an inch high with the 350s. Great. Just to show you how the recoil is from standing, and how much eye relief there is. And why did I pick this 2.5 power scope? It's the eye relief. It's just beautiful on this Leopold. Like, look how far away I am from it. And yet it still gives you enough magnification. So it's a hit. 300 grain X bullets turns this into a gun that recoils like the 358 Norma. The 350X is a little more. So, really good day at the range. I really like this rifle. These Winchesters, they're making good rifles these days. They talk about the Pre-64. I don't know how you get a better rifle than this one. This is a brand new Safari grade Winchester Model 70. What a piece of work. It's a beautiful piece of work. I sometimes worry about American manufacturing, but this gun, they've really done a good job with it. Good job, Winchester.